Reverend Steve, keep it simple. We're going to be in Matthew 7, verse 24. And this is about building your house on the rock. Besides just pointing all these things out about what's going on, we have to be prepared for what's going to come. And that is being built on the rock, being having a foundation on Him, not on the country, not on a person for election. None of that. None of that is going to save us. And as you see these things going on, there's more manipulation than you can ever imagine. And I think many of us are fooled by that. It could be the Great Deception. It could be part of the Great Deception. We think we have a stake in it. We have a stake in what's going to happen. And if that change happens, it's going to save our nation. That's not the case, my friends. We have to wake up. We are seeing the revelation of these things. God is doing this not to save a nation or save a way of life. It's to reveal it so it can be judged properly. Right? When He comes, it's going to be judged. Or the whole world, all the nations are going to be judged. We have to be prepared for that. And I'm going to probably touch on that in Isaiah. There's a part in Isaiah that talks about that next. But this is the most important part. If you're not built on the rock, if you're not built on, you're going to be surprised how many people are going to fall away when this really, the rubber hits the road. A collapse is going to happen. We see the collapse. Every part of this building that has been built, or the Babylon has been built, the tower, is going to collapse. And once it starts to collapse and fall down, it scatter. The world's going to scatter, and it's going to be people against every nation. They're going to be all against one another. War and rumors all over the place. It'll be brother against sister, as Jesus says in Matthew 24. Talks about that. Be family members against family members. Has that happened? Yes, it's in little ways. But this is he's talking about the end. He's talking about that you'll be given up to death from family members. And that hasn't really happened yet. But there's a point that's going to come that you're the enemy. You're the one that doesn't fit in. You're not on the left or the right. And the only way to understand that is if you get out of the left or the right and follow Jesus, be on the rock. Because that's the only thing. The left and the right is not going to save you. It's not going to help you through this. The only way you're going to be truly blessed to go through this and understand it and stand strong is to be on the rock. So let's read this. So we're going to be Matthew 7, verse 24. This is a beautiful, right? This is our foundation. This is what it's all about. If you don't have this foundation, you're going to be swept away. Therefore, whoever hears these sayings of mine and does them, I will liken him to a wise man who built his house on a rock. And the rain descended, the floods came, and the winds blew and beat on that house, and it did not fall, for it was founded on the rock. So that's what we need to understand. So when the rains come, when the persecution comes, and all these things come, are you going to put your foundation on a government, on a person who's running for office, or anything else, or potentate, pontiff, whatever you want to call it? You're going to put your foundation on a church? And no, you're going to have to put your foundation on Jesus Christ, on the rock, because that's the only way you're going to be able to make it through. Only way is to be founded on the rock. Because when that storm comes, it's going to be devastating. And we're going to touch on the storm in the next teaching. God bless.